Hello, welcome back to the channel. And yeah, having issues with the GoPro. Trying to figure out what's going on with it, but the audio just kept corrupting every time I did it. So after the fourth time of recording, decided I'd throw it on here. I might just go this way full time. I don't have my mic with me because I'm in Detroit right now, but going to LA this weekend. So quickly, gonna do a quick video here. Just be quick, not much analysis because I've done it a few times. It's driving me nuts. Sorry for you guys, but I'm working to get better. Um, so yeah, last week we had our first losing week since week four, but we're looking at the picks and predictions, previews, whatever you want to call it, for week 10. I've got actually 13 picks this week, so quite a lot. We'll hop through them quickly. For the noon slate, we've got, what is this, 5 picks. We'll start off with UConn, Tennessee. I like the under 55. I don't think UConn's going to score much, and I don't think Tennessee's offense this season can score 55 points. Ohio State, Rutgers, 3 units on this one. Rutgers plus 18.5. I like that a lot. I'm very confident in Rutgers. I think they're going to be up, ready for this, playing the hardest that they can for this game. And I do think that Shiano will have some up the sleeve for it. And that we're going to see potentially a different quarterback under center for Ohio State with Tevin Brown and McCord banged up. Recording this Thursday night. So we'll let you know what I see from there. Kansas State +4. They are on the road at Texas. Rat line probably. I go against this logic I'm about to use, but it makes no sense. But I'm believing in it. I think that they're the better team. I think the wrong team's favored. And I think Texas is such a public team. They're getting a lot more pull there, especially with them being at home. Probably should be a pick 'em. Wrong team's probably favored in this game, in my opinion. But we're going to go with Texas or Kansas State this time with the upset. I have them winning outright, but we only need 4.5 points, so we're going to put 2 units on that one. A&M Ole Miss, another weird game with only a line of 3 points, but we're touching the over-under. We're going under 53.5. I think hopefully Lane finally starts to win another big game here. This will be a pretty big game. A&M hasn't won a ranked road game. I don't even think they've won a road game, period, in the SEC in, I think, Jimbo's tenure or a couple of years for them. Yeah, definitely not a ranked opponent on the road. So we're gonna go with the under there. It's one unit on that one, but under 53.5. I think Ole Miss slows it down a bit in the trenches. A&M's defense is pretty good, so I think that we'll see Jackson Dart kind of throw the ball a bit more. Jacksonville State is playing South Carolina. South Carolina is 2-6. Jacksonville State 7-2. Kind of crazy the records going into this one. We're taking the over 50 points, 55, excuse me, 1 unit. I think South Carolina is going to win this game, but Jacksonville State has got a pretty good offense, and I think points will be scored. I mean, I think it could be in a 30-20 range, and that's kind of what hits us our over. Obviously, a little bit more than that, like 24-35, something like that. And I think would not be surprised if Jacksonville State has this game really close. Starting off the middle of the day slate, we've got 3:30 games and one game at 2 on the CW network. We've got Georgia Tech against Virginia. This is going to be a over 57.5. A lot of points, I know, but I think both teams will be in the 30s, no problem. And that obviously hits our over. So I got 1 unit on that one. Really interesting thing with the fact that Virginia's favored in this game, despite being 2-6, and Georgia Tech coming off of big ones there. So probably want to take Virginia as well. Oklahoma State, Oklahoma. The first of a few of these games, I can kind of parlay it with the game I'm doing later. I mentioned it as a callback to save some time. But when things make no sense, you got to take what makes no sense. You got to feel uncomfortable. Oklahoma -6. Why is this uncomfortable? They just lost to Kansas. They're slumping. OK State's on a hot heat, the hot streak heating up, whatever you want to say. Start off really poorly this season, and now they're doing really well down the stretch. And it's the last Bedlam ever, so everyone's going to be fired up for it. The crowd will be insane. Everyone's going to be loving it, rooting for OK State. So why are they 6-point underdog? Because Oklahoma's going to boat race them. That is what it is. I hate to say it. I'll be rooting for the Pokies, but it is what it is. Penn State, Maryland, and a bit of a mid-off, as I would like to joke with the Big Ten East. Penn State travels to Maryland, 3:30. Line was at 10. It's now down to 8.5, which is very interesting. Penn State, I'm taking the over, though, 55.5, 50.5, excuse me, over 50.5. 2 units in this one. I think both teams are going to be scoring, trying to show what they can. A nice statement win here for Penn State a little bit. I know it's kind of a backhanded compliment to say statement win over Maryland, but that's kind of where they're at in the season. It'd be their best win at this point. to help build the resume up. It's why they're out of the top 10 right now, I think, in the rankings. I'm pretty sure they're number 11. But if they want to get that New Year's Six Bowl, you got to start blowing out teams like Maryland. So hopefully they get the memo and both teams score and we get there. This game is sandwiched between two overs for me, or a game very high scoring next to it, but this one is not. Iowa at Northwestern in Wrigley Field, 3:30 on Peacock, getting an absolute bloodbath, more punts than first down, some stuff like that. Over under is 30.5 points. We're taking the under. The Iowa offense got worse. We have a lame duck offensive coordinator, and I think that Northwestern is going to be playing a bit of good defense as well, as good as Iowa's defense. Deacon Hill, oh my goodness, I think I could probably do a better job personally. Obviously, I'm an armchair GM, but it is what it is. Under, 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 under. I mean, it's like one of the lowest totals of all time, but it couldn't get low enough. I think this could be in the 20s, and people would still be taking the under. Yeah, when I was talking about the exact opposite in a rat line, I'm kind of we're talking about this game. Washington at USC. USC is a 3.5 point dog. Over under is in like this high 70s. Why is Washington barely favored in this game? Because USC is going to win this game. Not only is it a TK lock, it's a game I really like as well. We're taking 1 unit and we're putting it on USC plus 3.5. Now we get into the home stretch. 2 7 o'clock games and then 1 10 o'clock game. 3 units on the 7 o'clock games. We have Michigan minus 32.5. Obviously, a lot going on with the Michigan program. I got my hat over here. I would throw on if I needed to, but it was a tough week in the program. Some very interesting witch hunt stuff, and then some obviously reprehensible stuff off the field, which was taken care of as soon as Michigan found out about it. To what we know, don't want to really get into it on here because we're talking about picks and having fun. But a lot going on with Michigan. They want to go out there and kill somebody. So sorry, Purdue, nothing personal, but they're going to kill them. It is what it is. 3 units on that one. We're looking to go undefeated, continued on the year for Michigan. Both the team and me picking games. Alabama minus 3. They're playing LSU 7:45 on CBS. One of the last, I think probably the last time this game is on CBS, I believe, with the new TV media deals. So drink it in when you can, the emotion and the atmosphere. But 3 units in Alabama. They're going to absolutely boat race them. LSU's probably got the best player at every offensive position, I would say. And I believe that doesn't matter. They're going to lose. Saban's going to scheme them out there. It's a good last stand for Saban to make sure we still know that he's got it going into next year. And it's a good spot for them to go there. They still control their own destiny despite losing a game to Texas. And they can, win out and find themselves in a very dangerous position going forward. Final game, America's team, Arizona is hosting UCLA. They're a 3-point dog. We're taking Arizona plus 3. I like them outright as well. So much so I like them plus 3. We're taking 2 units. I think that Jed Fish is doing a great job with his team, and they really got him playing well and up levels that we really didn't see him to do. It'd be interesting to see if he ends up at Michigan State, like joking on the BCS podcast, which is always earlier in the week on the channel. But that's kind of what I got for now. I know I rushed through this, but I just cannot be asked to keep recording. So we're going to try it out on Stream East, and if it works, then or not Stream East, StreamYard. And if it works, I'll keep using it. But that's kind of what we got for now. 13.7 units on the year. Let's try to get to 20. We could do it this week, potentially, if you get hot. But I don't know if it's that likely. But that's what we got for now. Please like and subscribe, and see you guys next time. Peace.